Happy Thursday, sunshine. So this is going to be the first video that I film under the Sunshine channel, right? And I wanted to share some stuff with you. I know this is a busy time for you in terms of getting ready for your surgery and everything else, so there's no need to reply at all. Just almost consider this to be some random thoughts that are not too random about just life in general. So I don't know if this happened to you, but I'm having this mindset or this phase of how do you plan the next 10 to 20 years of your life as a small business owner, an empty nester, and so forth. So I've set up a system where I have my core agency, Luxor Insurance Services, and I have my partners that I work with out and about. There's a company in Dallas, and I also work with Alex and so forth, and through Echelon. And the whole goal is to serve people with challenges, but also to babysit the process where the person doesn't get caught up in a system where they don't know how to maneuver the system. And I reached out to the people in Dallas, Adita is a name, and I know her husband is an underwriter. And I said, and what they sell is cyber liability coverage. If you have a business, you buy this coverage in case somebody hacks your phones or your computer and they steal your data or hold it ransom. So there's coverage for that. So what I do is I'll take the data, submit it to the underwriter, and then they'll work directly with the client. But there's a big convention coming up in San Antonio for small business owners. And I'm in a technology building, so I asked Adita if she could create some business cards with my name. And, I could be like the San Antonio office rep or independent contractor, whatever you want to call me. I'm not asking her to hire me or to pay me a salary, give me health care, but it's easier when you have one company name versus two. So I don't see why I should be opposed to it. And we've been doing some okay business, but I feel that as a one-man show, there's only so much I can physically do during the day. And I'll give you one good example. I got a lead, and this is a guy that I've known for many years, and he tells me, hey, Joe, I have an $87 million project, so send it to one of my people. They said, oh, yeah, you know what, we can issue a bond for that. So this guy writes me, his name is Chris, and he's been very flaky with me in the past. This is another reason I didn't really want to touch it. He said, can you send me an invoice for $300? I want to pay you a processing fee. I'm like, okay, I'll take the $300. So the other day in the first video, I had mentioned the possibility of creating a program in connection to the San Antonio Area Foundation focused on helping immigrants start small businesses and almost creating an incubator that they would fund. And then there'd be teams of allies that would help these people get started so they could start their food truck businesses. If there are a group of medical professionals, let's say there's a group of women from the Dominican Republic or from Mexico who are nurses and they want to be in the home healthcare business, and they have other friends who are in that, and they want to set up businesses so they can get contracts with the Methodist healthcare system or the Baptist healthcare system, whatever, right? But they're being brought together, cultivated, and they're out there growing businesses. Because I have a feeling that a lot of our sons and daughters are into having red hair and talking about all of these things on TikTok, but a lot of them don't want to be running businesses. It's hard, as you know, from your beauty salon business, managing people, managing clients, managing issues. It's no easy job. And I feel that immigrants are probably more apt to put up with that nonsense because number one, you want your papers. Number two, you're hungry. And number three, you have a desire to help your family not only here in the U.S., but elsewhere. Oh, by the way, this is my cowboy look today, huh? What do you think, huh, Sunshine? Look at that. Old leather, huh? And look at this. I even have a little pocket here. So if I had to put a pistol or, I don't want to say narcotics, I would be on the opposite end of the spectrum. But anyways, I thought I'd show you that to you. And of course, I got my little bling here. So that was a little fit check for you this Thursday, okay? This morning, I did wake up at 6 in the morning, but I had no energy to go to the thrift, and my kid said, I can't go today because I'm studying, so I didn't go to the thrift shop today. The lady came in to organize my my closet in my bedroom because I'm trying to simplify things, so I got to go to the house, lock up. And boy, I tell you, it really helps when you simplify your surroundings and you get away from these stacks of clothes and clutter, because I think it messes with your head. Anyway, so I digress. But the reason I brought up the migrant thing is because as a service provider in the arena of financial services, that could be a nice way to develop a program with some of my partner agencies where we essentially grow together, right? We can develop programs. I don't administer them, but I'm essentially like the rainmaker, but I also go to these organizations, recruit these potential immigrant entrepreneurs who want to start a business. And where I'm going with all of this is that I don't know if you came to a point in your life prior to retirement where you said, I need to reassess what I'm doing. Now, in your case, you clearly had, 2 retirements or 3 retirements from different entities out there in the technology world and the government. Now, in my case, I won't be retiring in the sense that I have a pension and annuities and all that set up, but it's really a way of saying, how do I recognize the fact that I can't grow a one-person business, and I don't want to be hiring people, and I've managed for years, and I don't want to do that. It can be very expensive, and our industry is in turmoil right now. I mean, I have never seen such craziness in my life where it's hard to get approvals, it's hard to get stuff done. The insurance companies are pushing more work on us on the commercial side for inspection support, audit invoices. So my workload is almost doubled, which means I can't really grow. But also beyond that, I think for people like me, I have a need to serve. I got to tell you the story with one of the service providers. There's a lady that I know. Her name is Erica. And my daughter went to go work for her and her husband. They just got divorced. And Erica's out there selling cars. So I said, hey, Erica, I have an agency. They need support. They need help. And the agency owner said, oh my God, I love it. Please put her in contact with me. So she writes me, she says, you know what? I don't think I'm going to do the insurance thing. I'm going to stick with, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Awesome. Thank you. So I'm at this Mediterranean restaurant. I mean, this Pakistani restaurant, and the lady who owns this place just handed this to me, and it's a beef patty with flour and lentils. She's doing an event tomorrow, so let me cut this open so you can see it. I will, absolutely. Oh, wonderful, thank you. So here is the inside of it. There you go. Thank you so much, appreciate it. Thank you. And this right here is the sauce, the secret sauce. I'm going to taste it in a few moments. I'd be kind of gross and rude to be eating in front of you, even though it's a video, right? So anyway, so you learned something today. And so she writes me, oh, I don't really want to get into it. And she's been selling cars, used cars, and she's been there 2 weeks. She's averaging $4 an hour, okay? And she tells me the people at the sales lot are horrible, saying, oh, you stole my client, da 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 da. So the owner calls me. He says, let me talk to Erica. We really need to explore whether this would be good for her, because I really need the help. And for me, this person also could help me if she was in this agency. So the owner is super busy. The lady was off Wednesday. And here I am trying to coordinate something where let's have the three of us connect. But I don't have to be in their conversation, but if she's off Wednesday, and I asked Erica, what is the perfect time for you to talk? Is it going to be in the mornings, in the afternoon, the hour? Well, she writes me and she's like, I don't know why you have to be involved in the third party and I can get a job by myself and I don't know why I need your help and am I missing something? And the way I took it was, she's thinking that I'm going to take credit for her getting the job and I'm going to ask her for maybe sexual favors or something. And I'm thinking, I don't give a crap about that. I just want to help this agency get a staffer because I need some support. I'm trying to do you a favor because you hired my daughter and I'm grateful for that. But what surprises me, Sunshine, is how ungrateful so many people are. You try to help them out, you try to open doors for them, and this is the problem that we have as cancers, is that we see the good in people, we try to help them out, and once again, I'm not expecting any kickback at all, nothing, and they just love kicking us around. So I wrote her back and I said, I completely agree, and Adolfo tells me, oh, I was slammed Wednesday, couldn't talk, which confirmed my belief that they would have been playing phone tag, and the reason I wanted to coordinate the two is to avoid phone tag. So they're already having phone tag issues already. And when you connect people, you have to make sure you connect them where there's no frustration. Well, I keep calling and the person's busy. I'm trying to reach out, but I'm working that day or I'm off that day. So anyways, I just thought I'd share that with you. And I'm trying not to get too frustrated about trying to help someone out, but this is the way people roll in 2024. So I wanted to share that with you. I just wanted to say a quick hello, and I'm glad you have your own channel, huh? How is that a good friend or what? Your own YouTube channel for videos from San Antonio Joe. By the way, I got a haircut today. I get it trimmed every Thursday, and this is the first year. Well, first year I'm not doing Pancho Claus, so he's been retired this year, and I have to eat this thing in front of me. And the thing is that when I eat here, I just eat protein. I don't eat their bread, and this looks like it's very carb heavy, even though there's meat in it. And I always feel bad throwing food away or just eating a portion of it. So I'm going to think of something creative and not offend them, because they're Pakistani people and they get very offended if you don't eat their food. So, all right, Sunshine. I'm not sure when your surgery is. I presume it's this month, next few days. And I send you big, warm prayers, wishes, and so forth. And I'm glad you like this little way of communicating. So if you're bored in bed, you can always turn on San Antonio Joe and get a little story or a series of stories to entertain you. But I'm going to be... Ooh, look at that. Just had someone walk by. I'm going to shoot some other videos for you that'll be some fun stuff and entertaining, because, you know, if you're going to be held up, you might as well get some live entertainment. Or not live entertainment, but you know what I mean, right? All right, Sunshine, you take care. Big love from San Antonio Joe. Ciao!